This is the Free Zone Communiqué, transmitting from Virginia's unoccupied sector. If you think smart cities, DEI, censorship, government intrusion, bug paste, and other left-wing nonsense are no longer a possibility, think again. We've won one election with slim majorities. Our work to rebuild a free and sane America has just begun.
My name is Wilson Bartholomew, Harrison Chester, Keith Hendricks, Rostov Smith. Today we are trying a little experiment. Instead of MJ's melodic voice, I will provide you with today's commentary. Well, last Tuesday, the daisies and the snowflakes woke with visions of voting for a cute, smiling, affable minority person as mayor of NYC. On Tuesday night, they instead saw the angry, screeching jihadi I warned you about. Even Van Jones said the mask came off in the arrogant, low-rent acceptance speech. All the smug, simple-minded, college-educated schmucks who voted for Mamdani immediately realized they had fucked up. But don't look for any of them to admit it. They are now going to cheer their own demise all the way to the bottom of the toilet. Very few will step out of the tribal ooze and admit NYC made a mistake. Mamdani will still be their man when their daughters are breeding with angry Muslims and wearing second-class bags over their heads. Here's a list from Newmax of some of the demands of Mamdani's people. Divest city pension funds from Israeli bonds and securities. Withdraw city funds from banks that lend money to Israel or do business in Israel. End city contracts with companies that do business with Israel. Operate city-run grocery stores free from Israeli products. Investigate real estate agents hosting illegal sales of stolen lands in the West Bank. Evict weapons manufacturers and transporters from the NYC metro area. Divest CUNY endowment and reinstate wrongly fired professors. Dismantle Eric Adams' NYC Israel Economic Council. End repression of demonstrators and the SRG, the NYPD's Strategic Response Group. Remove nonprofit status from charities that raise funds for IDF, Israel Defense Forces. End NYPD training with IOF. Arrest Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and active IDF soldiers for war crimes. Oh, how adorable, how cute, he's so cuddly. I wonder how many NYC Jews were stupid enough to vote for the jihadi because Orange Man bad. The 12-year-olds elect Jay Jones. I will state it officially here and now. My respect for justice, meted out by the Commonwealth of Virginia, is officially on hold until Jay Jones is out of office. No organization can respect justice under such a worthless snake. No court can be truly legitimate if his people represent the government. Comey's troubles are deepening. Honestly, I am growing a bit impatient with the speed of justice surrounding the Obama cabal. Tulsi Gabbard and Kash Patel unearthed the documentation which supports what we've all known about Comey and Clapper and Obama and B.J. Bills' wife and many more a long time ago. They let the Comey case slide until 2 days before the statute of limitations would have run out. I can see why Obama's people slow-walked anything bad for Dems, like B.J., Bill's wife, like the laptop. But why are Trump's people doing it? Is it because when these people get into office, they become these people, or are these people serious about equal justice? The J6 Minariat. There are thousands of hours of video covering the dust-up between police and the crowd at the Capitol building on J6. There were thousands more hidden or destroyed by Liz Cheney, Nancy Pelosi, Crybaby Kinzinger, at all to prevent you or real law enforcement seeing them. What you have seen on TV and the internet has been a discordant collection of videos that do nothing to settle the actual cause of the rioting. But one man has spent 4 years going over the footage chronologically and documenting what is there, and it demonstrates beyond a shadow of a doubt that the riotous events of J6 were escalated, if not actually caused by the actions of the Capitol Police. Among those freely pinging protesters, who were not rioters yet, was one Shawnee Ray Kerkhoff. We'll take a deeper dive into all of this in coming episodes. I'll also have words for one Glenn Beck. The end of the shutdown, the Senate was intended and designed to be the sober, deliberative body of the legislature. They were supposed to be a bit above the political scrum, somewhat like the Supreme Court. That is why the founders had them appointed by their home states. The 17th Amendment changed that. We now have 2 houses of representatives and no deliberative chamber. We have political goons playing to the national press 24/7, few of whom could give a rat's ass what is happening back in their state. So it was with a smirk that I read comments by butthurt Dems now that the shutdown seems to be over. It is clear not one of these people cared about the budget, their primary obligation, which they repeatedly fail to meet. They don't care about the abject failure of Obamacare and the need to subsidize all those great savings we were promised. All they cared about was whether they were giving a victory to Trump. A victory? It was a goddamn CR, you morons, a continuing resolution. The Dems speak of it as if it were a bill outlawing their party. Could we? No, forget that. Even Chuck the Schmuck Schumer lamented to defectors who voted for the CR, but I guarantee you, he wanted the shutdown over worse than any Republican. Chuck was having loose stools. He gave those guys permission to vote for the CR. The real joke is on you. Federal employees don't have to worry, no matter how long this thing was going to drag out. They would have been made whole as a matter of existing law. It was all a stunt.
Please tell a friend about the Free Zone Communiqué. We live and die with the share and subscribe buttons. Please use affiliate and sponsor buttons to support our work. Thank you very much for joining us today.